Well, two videos in one day. Um, Differences between men and women. Women think they know what men want. There are certain things that you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we like sex. We like talking about it, thinking about it. We talk about it in terms of generalizations. We don't talk about it at the uh, bodily fluid level, which you do with your friends, but you get all uppity when men about men if they talk about having had sex with you. Um, the 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 silliness of what you think that men think because you think through your head, which is always going round and round and round and round on various subjects that we're not thinking about at all. Um, there've been there've been studies in Canada where, like, I think it was six different scientists did six separate studies on the same subject, basically the same subject, using animals and human beings and uh, their preferences and their hormones and what their hormones make them do. And they found that women with a higher level of testosterone tended to do things that males did, and guys with lower testosterone tended to choose things that females did rather than like going to school and picking maths and science as a subject. Um, so the upshot of it is just simply we don't think alike in general. The vast majority of men don't have this uh, mindset that is jumping from one thing to another and thinking that this means something. Guys tend to be pretty honest. They tend to be pretty upfront. And if they're not upfront, they're pretty easily seen through. You know, gauging by the number of women who catch men out in a lie when they've been cheating, I would suggest that men aren't particularly good liars for the most part. Um, Women are better at it. That doesn't mean they're good at it. They can fill a subject with a multitude of answers and change the subject and go laterally tangent to something else to make it as though they're innocent. They don't like the sunlight sitting on their head when they're in the wrong. Men accept it and apologize when they're caught out, mostly, unless they're an asshole. So if try not to actually put words in his mouth. I went for relationship counseling once, with a partner who'd been taking relationship counseling with a fellow, and he asked me to say to her what I felt was going right in the relationship and what I felt was going wrong in the relationship. And he asked Annie, this person I was with, what she got from that. And he's sitting there going, no, that's not what he said. That's not what he said at all. The conversation that she came up with made absolutely no sense from the point of view of what I'd actually said to her. And I actually said it up front. I told her the truth. No, I hadn't cheated on her at all. Um, I didn't. She cheated on me in the end. And I walked away because she lied about it, because I caught her out. So understand that we see things differently, we think things differently. A really good movie about this has Jeff Goldblum and I think it's uh, oh the woman from oh god I'll think about it later on. Doesn't matter. Um, Not Jeff Goldblum. God's sake, Jeff Bridges. Anyway, where he's basically the mayor of a town and he's running around saving people from themselves in the town. And this new woman in town who's got the hots for him and he's got the hots for her, is sitting with his wife. Yeah, I know. And they're laughing at him because all he's talking about is sex. All he thinks about is sex all the time. Well, that's not true. That's one aspect of the life. Men think more globally than what women do. They think more on the micro, the macro level. They think about family. They think about their friends, their close friends and their family. Men actually think more about what's going on in the bigger picture. And it's not a right or wrong. It's not a better or worse. It's basically, it works together. It allows, it comes from a perspective of the hunters going out and catching the prey, so the community can eat, and so they tackle a different question, whereas the women at home are there to mind and look after the children. Now, I'm talking about hunter-gatherer time. I'm not talking about today, but the reality is that's the way that men think. They think from a much more societal protection, defense, and sometimes the best form of defense is attack. So stop putting words in men's mouths, because you're nearly always wrong. You've got one aspect of what they think. And, when a guy turns around and says, no, I'm not interested, you get all hoity-toity about and upset. Jesus, grow up.